William Boone Daniels was an American singer active in the United States and Europe from the mid-1930s to 1988, notable for his hit recording of "That Old Black Magic" and his pioneering performances on early 1950s television. He was one of the first African American entertainers to cross over into the mainstream. Daniels was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1977. Life and career. Early life. Daniels was born in Jacksonville, Florida, United States, where his father was a postmaster and notary. His mother was a schoolteacher and organist. Daniels had a heritage of Portuguese sailor, Native American, African American, and frontiersman Daniel Boone. Early career. In 1935, Daniels moved from Jacksonville to New York to attend Columbia University. He planned to become a lawyer, but he was sidetracked during the Depression. His grandmother was a seamstress in Harlem for the Ziegfeld Follies, and she encouraged her grandson to sing at Dickie Wells, the club where he first worked as a dishwasher, then a singing waiter. There he was discovered by bandleader Erskine Hawkins, who hired him as a featured vocalist. He toured with the Erskine Hawkins Band in 1935–36 and then returned to Harlem. Throughout 1938, he sang daily on New York radio for 12 different sponsors. "It was me or the horse racing," Daniels remarked. Daniels performed frequently at nightclubs on New York's 52nd Street, where he was one of the first singers to leave the big band scene and pursue a solo career. He sometimes made 3 52nd Street Club performances per night. In 1945, he played intermission with Charlie Parker at the Spotlight Club on 52nd Street. Daniels had several accompanists, including Nat Cole, while in New York. In 1948, he teamed with ex-big band pianist Benny Payne, who had been Cab Calloway's pianist in the Cotton Club. Payne remained as accompanist for the rest of Daniels's career. "That Old Black Magic," Daniels' first trademark song from his time on New York radio, was the song "Diane," which he recorded on Bluebird in 1941. His later signature song was "That Old Black Magic" by Harold Arlen and Johnny Mercer, which Daniels first recorded for Apollo Records in 1948. His 1950 recording on Mercury became a hit, selling in the millions. His sensational performance in 1950 in Bill Miller's Riveria Club led to holdover appearances. Following Park Avenue residences, Daniels' record holdover at 1952 New York Copacabana Club still stands. Daniels was popular in Europe after he headlined at the London Palladium in 1952, having broken the house records. He toured the UK's Moss Theatre circuit in the 1950s as "America's Most Exciting Singer." His forte was as a nightclub entertainer, and he was the biggest cabaret draw in New York throughout the 1950s, appearing alongside the comedian Jimmy Durante. His vocal stylings and trademark dance movements were widely imitated by the Impressionists of the era. In 1958, Daniels was the first entertainer to sign a long-term contract to appear in Las Vegas for 3 years at the Stardust. Broadway. Daniels had performed in musicals on Broadway early in his career with a minor role in a short-lived musical, Memphis Bound. More notable was the long run of Golden Boy with Sammy Davis Jr. in 1964, directed by Arthur Penn. Daniels toured the U.S. in 1975 with Pearl Bailey in the all-black Hello, Dolly! And in London's West End, he headlined a 1978 presentation of Bubbling Brown Sugar. He was popular in Australia, where he first toured with the Andrews Sisters in 1954. Films and television. Daniels was a pioneer in the new medium of television with his own television series on ABC in 1952. The Billy Daniels Show was sponsored by Ributol, a popular vitamin tablet at the time. This 15-minute show, telecast from New York on Sunday evenings from what was later to become the Ed Sullivan Theater, was a milestone, the first sponsored network television series starring a black performer. He appeared on television in the US and UK and Australia and Canada throughout the 1950s and 1960s with performances on The Milton Berle Show and The Ed Sullivan Show. His films include When You're Smiling on the Sunny Side of the Street and Columbia's Rainbow, Round My Shoulder. In the original script for the movie Goodfellas, the narration of the character Karen Hill was to include, "One night, Billy Daniels sent us champagne. There was nothing like it." However, in the final version of the movie, the name was changed to Bobby Vinton. Later recording career. Daniels' recordings cover the period of transition from 78 RPM to the dawn of microgroove recording. Remembered mostly for his charismatic live performances, he made an album at Abbey Road, The Magic of Billy Daniels, which contained a disco version of That Old Black Magic. He recorded one of the first soul records, Whoa Whoa Whoa, a now rare recording. Personal life. Marriage and children. Daniels was married 4 times: Gladys Gordon, Florence Clotworthy, Martha Braun, and Pierrette. Daniels and Gladys Gordon had 1 child, Yvonne Daniels. He had 3 children with his second wife Florence Clotworthy, Diane, Billy Jr., Bruce. Clotworthy died in 1947. In 1950, Daniels married socialite Martha Braun. Braun filed for divorce in Juarez, Mexico, citing mental cruelty. He did not contest the action. After the divorce, Daniels married Pierrette Cameron, whom he hired as governess for his children. Pierrette had 2 daughters with Daniels, Andrea and Dominique. Pierrette H. Daniels' widow, and their daughter Dominique Daniels founded a 501 nonprofit organization, the Billy Daniels Foundation, raising money for underserved youth seeking arts education support in her late husband's name. Dominique Daniels is Chief Executive Officer of the Billy Daniels Foundation. Health Daniels had heart bypass surgery twice, first in 1982 and then 5 years later in 1987. Death Daniels died on October 7, 1988, from stomach cancer at the age of 73 in Los Angeles, California. He is buried at the El Camino Memorial Park in Sorrento Valley, San Diego, California.